stuck in the middle of the way you make me try. Giving it everything I got.
Hello, welcome to Soundcheck Sessions. We're here today with Anthony Winters.
What's going on?
Rebecca.
We got everybody here, so we wanted to interview you.
Sure.
And also
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah,
of
thank you.
course. Yeah,
And
thank you so
you.
much
Yeah,
for
of
having
course.
me.
How's everything going?
Everything's great. Everything is good. Just gearing up for this show coming up. I got a lot of shows coming up, and then working on a lot of new music. Just released an EP about, let's say, a month ago.
Awesome.
A little less than a month ago, maybe. So yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah, just
new music.
excited for what's to come. Yeah.
So we want to talk about your most recent EP. Where did the title come from?
So the title, funny enough, it was supposed to be things, or what was it? Oh, it's called What We Can't Change, but it was like Choosing What We Can Change. Yeah, it was called Choosing What We Can Change. And I sent it to my friend. I was like, what do you think of these titles? And he was like, I think What We Can't Change kind of like rolls off the tongue better. And I like sat with it and I was like, you know what? It still means the same thing. And I just was happy with how it sounded. And I was like, it just like immediately stuck. I was like, okay, you know what? That's what it's going to be. And it really is just like the things that we kind of go through in life that we can't necessarily change, but we can like always look at. And it's just like, well, we're never going to be able to change the things that we've done or the things that have happened to us or we've experienced, but like we either can grow from them and use them as fuel for whatever we're doing, or make it into music. So that's kind of what I did with it, is just like realizing there's a lot of stuff that I've gone through and other people have gone through that they can't necessarily change, but it's really who you can become after all of that. So
It's cool.
yeah.
I like the idea of that.
Thanks.
So you dropped some of the tracks as singles throughout 2025?
Yes.
And before the EP came together, was that always the plan, or was the plan to like drop it as an EP, or?
Not really. It was kind of those songs are supposed to be a part of an album that I'm working on.
Oh, okay.
The album that I'm working on currently, and we started to veer off. Like those were the beginning stages of the album, and then we started to veer off into this whole new sound and new style of music that we started to write. And I just like had the idea after listening to like all the demos. I was like, these songs are like
Story.
They're stories. They're one small little family that I want to keep in the same body of work. Like I didn't want to put them in an album when you listen to it and then all of a sudden you're like, this is great, but then this song sounds nothing like it.
Right.
So we just got all these songs together, and then ironically, Stuck in the Middle on the EP that was one of my most recent songs that we wrote. My friend just sent me a demo. He was like, hey, I have this song, like I think it'll fit. And it just like that kind of came together and it worked. So yeah, I just felt like all of those songs worked really well with each other. And Rocks at Your Window and Mid-July were back to back. Like we wrote Rocks at Your Window, then went back in the studio and wrote Mid-July. And I was like, they're kind of like brother and sister songs. And then it was like End of the World came, and I was like, okay, these all have to go together in some way, shape, or form. So
3 of my favorite songs.
they're my favorite too. I love those 3.
So which one's your favorite song?
That's like asking a parent what child is their favorite.
She always does this.
I know.
I do.
It's so
All the
hard.
time.
Favorite song, and we're like,
Yeah,
I'm toxic in interviews. You can't trust me.
I think Rocks is one that like started it all. It's like that was the one that really opened the door to everything. But then there's like Mid-July that's like a crowd favorite. Like everybody likes Mid-July, so I'm like, well, then I start thinking like, well, maybe Mid-July. But the one that really started growing on me was Set Me on Fire. That one I feel like hasn't got enough love yet, on my end at least, because like I haven't promoted it as well. But I'm starting to promote that, and the more I listen to it, I'm like, that one kind of just like, I don't know. That one hits me a little differently. I'm like, I'm starting to like that a lot. But I think all in all, Rocks at Your Window is probably like...
Casually taking mental notes so we know what to promote.
Right.
So, how has growing up in Delco shaped your sound?
Wow, growing up in Delco. Well, let me tell you,
That is such a Philly question.
yeah. Growing up in Delco, how has it shaped my sound? That's crazy. You know what? I was just talking to my friend about this. I don't think I have the accent. I don't think I have the full Delco accent, which is good. I don't want that in my sound. But, you know, I've worked with a lot of people from Delco, and like Tai Shi, he's one of like my best friends, an amazing producer, and I think he was in the EDM realm for a while, and I think that really helped shape my sound in a way that like we both didn't expect, and just like from I don't even know, that's such a hard question. Like I think he helped.
With him, don't you?
Yeah. I have a couple songs with him. For my whole first part of like my career was with Ty, like all of my songs, and then I started working with my other friend Victor, who produced every song on this record and wrote them. So like I think working with them, they both are from Delaware County, both from the same exact school. I didn't go to school with either of them, but Victor was into more of the rock stuff, and then Ty was into the EDM stuff. So I met Victor later, and I think just both of them being so close but yet so different, and then blending it in between is just like, yeah, I don't know. I think it worked out. So I don't know if that really even answers your question about how growing up in Delco shaped my sound. I really think I owe it to just everybody that I've listened to and like inspired me. But Delco, you know.
Who do you think has inspired you the most?
So many. Like I think all in all, Justin Bieber is probably like one of my biggest inspirations. I think he is someone that I've definitely started to like idolize when I was in high school, and I was like, okay, like this, I like want to do what he's doing because we're like similar in age.
Thank you for saying that, because I feel like not enough guys are like confident enough to be like, I like Justin Bieber, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like
He's
that
my
always
favorite.
bothered me, because like I was like, he's talented. Like what's wrong with liking him?
And I think he's like one of the most talented. Like if you ask me, I would say like I'm putting him up there, like not above, but like not far below like Michael Jackson. Like I just see him as somebody who has like really done it all and doesn't get enough recognition. Like, or like you said, like people are afraid to just say that they're inspired by him or whatever. But like it's just like, you know what, it is what it is. And I think a lot of some of my writing and like vocal choices come from that, and I hear it and I'm like, maybe I should dial that back a little bit, because I don't want to like, but it is what it is. And like I love the Weeknd. I love like he's great. Love the Jonas Brothers. Love the Jonas Brothers, exactly. Yeah. Love the Jonas Brothers. So I take, and like Dua Lipa. I love Dua Lipa.
Her.
She's amazing.
She's so sweet. I've met her twice.
Really?
She's like the nicest.
I'm jealous. Yeah, she's incredible. And I think just blending all of those styles together and all those inspirations, I think that's what ultimately like makes somebody or an artist like unique in their own way. Because everybody has different music tastes, and then once you start writing your own and you get to take from whoever you're inspired by, like that's what makes us all different, you know?
Continuously pull inspiration from everywhere.
Exactly, yeah, you have to.
So your name is Anthony Winters, but that's not your real name?
It's not my real name.
You want to tell us the story?
Do you want to know my real name? No.
Yes,
I can tell you my
I don't know
real-
how to pronounce it. It's right here, but
Yeah.
I didn't want to butcher it.
So my real name is Anthony Sciarrino, but my like real name is Antonino Sciarrino. I've actually never said that in an interview before, so now you heard it here first. Yeah, and like nobody really believes me. I actually like
That's really
growing
that's a cool
up when
name.
I was in
like
like
it.
middle school. I got like high school. It was a girl that I was dating at the time got mad at me that I didn't tell her that was my actual name. She thought I was like hiding it from her. I was like, well, it's kind of similar. It's Anthony, Antonino. It's
Right.
it is what it is.
It sounds very Italian.
It is
I was
very
gonna say.
Italian. Yeah, my dad is straight off the boat from Italy. Yeah, right from Sicily. So
That's awesome.
yeah, so that's Anthony. So before Anthony Winters, I was ANT. It was just capital A period, capital M
I love
period
hearing
T.
stories of people's artist transitions when they
Yeah.
change their names, because my friend Mike has done it so many times. His first stage name was Spots. So
See, Spots is kind of cool though.
if not, he just goes by his name.
Yeah, well, that's like kind of where I'm at. It's like with all of this, like the problem was searching up ANT was like impossible.
Yeah.
You could not. It was like ant farm would come up, like ants, the insect, and it was
Alien ant farm.
Exactly. And there was no way to find me, and I had some success on Spotify with a cover that I did. It got like over 3 million streams.
Damn.
Like, yeah, it did really well. But I started to notice everybody who found the song was going to Ty, who produced the song, and they weren't really finding me through it, which was like, okay, like it's not benefiting me keeping this name. And I like fought with myself for over a year trying to figure out a name. We had like a running note on my phone with like all of my friends. Like I was like, weigh in when you want, like any name. I don't care what, just anything that you think might work, just like send it in. And my mom's maiden name is Winters. So I was sitting with it and it just like popped into my head. I was like, I don't want to be somebody it has no relation to me, like, which is like, some people do that and that's fine. But I wanted to still be me and like feel like, you know, it's real. Like, I didn't want to just be like, I don't know, stop sign or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But I sat with myself and I was like, I feel like Anthony Winters, it makes sense. And I talked to one of my friends who actually changed her name for like her artist name. And she was like, you're not going to know that, or like, you're not going to feel like it's you until like you feel like it's you. Like you just have to like kind of like force yourself to be like, no, this is like who I am now. And I was like, you know what? That's it. I like went on Instagram. I was like, I have one more ANT show and then that's the end of it. And didn't tell anybody what was happening, what was going on. I was like, this is the last ANT show that I'm doing. And then I revealed it.
Wow.
So I was like, yeah, that show, I was like, I'm Anthony Winters now. I changed my Instagram handle in the bathroom of Milk Boy.
That's awesome.
Milk Boy is a wild place.
Yeah. I like ran off stage and I was like, Anthony Winters. And I was like, oh, I had to put 2 underscores because the one, I was like, all right, whatever. So yeah, that's a little history behind that. I don't think anybody knows that either.
Bathrooms.
Yeah. In the Milk Boy bathroom, I changed my name.
So the label that you have, Daggers Make Love. Sorry, I went deep diving.
Yeah. I love this.
Is that like self-run?
So that's actually that's not my label, but that's Victor's. So Victor, who produced this EP, he started a label and like a collective called Daggers Make Love. And they'll probably kill me for saying this, but that was supposed to be their like band name, and then they made it into a collective, and now their band name is Angel Envy. So you guys should check them out.
Cool.
Angel Envy's, yeah, they're amazing. You guys should have them on here because they're a phenomenal band. So I was just like, you know what, I'll keep Daggers Make Love. Like for all the stuff that I do, like under Victor, I just put Daggers Make Love, and then anything I do under Ty, it's 1450. Yeah.
The favorite sound is a collab with, you said Tai Shi.
Yeah, it's Tai Shi and AP Sill.
Did the collab feel different when you made it, or was it like, or anything like that? Compared to your other music?
So that actually came before my other stuff. So that was like kind of what I was working on and in the wheelhouse of all the stuff that I was making. And then, so that honestly felt more natural than the stuff that I have out on the EP. But then now looking back at it, like I could see that it's like, yeah, it's so different. And that's kind of why we took these songs and didn't put them on a body of work, because I have a lot of other stuff that are kind of like Favorite Sound. They're a little more darker, synth heavy. So that's like more or less like my wheelhouse. So hopefully I don't upset anybody with the new stuff that I'm working on.
Did the collab feel different when you made it, or was it like the reception for it like a surprise or anything?
Not really. I mean, like it did pretty well. So I was surprised of like how much traction it kind of got.
Yeah.
But like, it like surprises me, but it also doesn't, because you never know what's going to work at the end of the day. Like I could put out a song and like I've heard Ed Sheeran talk about like he hated Shape of You. Like he didn't even want to put that song out. And they're like, no, you probably should put it out as a single. He was like, no. Put it out and it was like the biggest song ever. So like you never know what's really going to hit and what's not. So I just kind of like those things make me happy, but I also try not to pay attention to it as much because like I don't want it to ever make me feel like I have to write something specifically for like
let it consume you.
Yes, exactly. So I'm like so happy that it got some traction and it's doing well, but I'm like, you know.
So what does your writing process look like? Like your creative process?
My creative process is usually I let Victor or Ty or anybody who's producing, I let them kind of drive the ship first. Like I love to listen to music and then like visualize what like the whole picture.
Yeah.
Yes, like I feel like I'm a visual writer at heart, and when I listen to music, like I put it to images or scenes in a movie. And with Rocks, when I was writing that, or when I went into the studio, all I said was like, I want something like Stranger Things, like something like Stranger Things vibes, because that's my like one of my favorite TV shows ever. And I was like, just something like 80s or synth heavy, like I don't know, just Stranger Things. So Victor went in and he just was like, okay, like, and that's what came out of it, like Rocks. And I think that's one of my more like visual songs when I think of like the writing process, because like I want it to feel like summer and like fireworks or like the carnival, or you know, just having that like summer night where you're just,
that is what it makes me think of.
Yeah, well that's good. That was a goal. That was a goal.
You did good.
Thanks. Yeah, so I usually let the song kind of like drive me to get inspiration. I don't ever really go in a studio session and like write something or have like, it's more or less like I want the song or like the sounds to kind of trigger an emotion, and that's when I start to write.
Are you more like writing with than people typically, or are you usually writing from the like music itself, like the background music, or is it more like some lyrics are like started and then you kind of come in and finish it?
Some ideas are started. Like if I'm like really struggling, I'll go in my note section. I have like one-liners, and like I'm like maybe this could start a song, this could be a title of a song, but I have just a ton of one-liners or like ideas that have no music to them at all. But typically, I'm writing in the studio to like the music, and then if I have an idea, I'll go to my note section, and if it feels like it fits, then I'll try to like flesh it out and see it through. But typically I like to just go in, and when they start the music and it just goes, I'm just constantly thinking over and over again, like, what does this make me feel? Like, how can I see this in like a movie? Or like, what are like the visual aspects of this that like I can make somebody else see the same thing? And that's usually like my whole process. Because I feel like when you hear like notes and melodies, like that immediately can trigger an emotion. And that's what I think is powerful about music. It's you could hear like the first 10 seconds of a song with no lyrics at all, and you'd be like, oh my God, like I remember at the roller rink or whatever when I was listening to that song, and like it could paint this whole picture for you. So that's usually my process of letting the song kind of paint the picture for me. And I'm just like I'm just searching for it at that point. So
I love that.
yeah.
That's fun.
It is.
Yeah.
Because it can take you back too. Like it's a cool process because it forces me to like really think about things and how I felt in the moment of like when I was in middle school and I would like fell in love with like this girl, like what song will be playing? And like you know, and that's just kind of how I see things.
I feel like that's how we are with photography too. We want our photos to kind of like
Tell a story.
Tell a story and how we feel the music, almost like how the music makes us feel too.
Yeah, for sure.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
And that
That's perfect because, like, you know, one of the things I love about photography is it's like a collaboration, in my opinion. You know.
Yeah.
Not only do like artists, you know, at the end of the day they tag us in like photos and whatnot on their Instagram or something, but it's really like about that like dance. You know, like you, like say you're like performing and you like point to the photographer in the pit. That's a way cooler photo than you're just like looking at above stage, you know, that's like not making eye contact, right?
And some people do that. They don't some people don't pay any mind to the photographers, and like if my photographer or videographer is like on stage, like I want to like interact with them because I know that that'll be like, yeah, it'll be content, but also later engaging for the people looking at
So
the
much
photo.
more.
Yeah, because
like
they're looking at the moment. It's like
exactly.
a moment in time.
Exactly. And that's what I think is beautiful about photography, like how deep that you can make a picture. And like sometimes people just take a photo and have no idea or like thought process behind it, but then I can look at it and just be like, wow, like this is the most incredible, or makes me feel away. And you're just like, I just took the photo. I don't know. And like, that's what's also cool about it, because some songs just kind of happen like that. And like, you might not really think about it or put as much thought into it, but it is good that when you do put so much energy into something that, and people can see it for what it is, it's like, okay, like I did something, like I did something here.
I mean, I relate with the songwriting too. I'm a songwriter.
Yeah, you were saying.
Then I don't really sing much more these days, but I am a songwriter, and I just you mentioned like some of them just come out. Like my favorite song, the only one I have like released, is it took me 4 minutes to write it.
Yeah,
It just
exactly.
came out of me, and I was like, I just kept writing like down the line. And I was like, this is actually pretty good.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
Yeah,
Like, I was
exactly.
like, huh, how does that happen? And then like some songs, you know, it can take like weeks and weeks to write, you know.
And it's the most excruciating thing to try to like get the song finished, because we are under like time constraints, but also you're like searching, for me at least, like I'm searching for like what I want to say and like how other people might like accept it or take it, or and like even that is just like you're digging so deep, and that's sometimes so difficult. But when you have help and you have a good team around you, it also makes the process a lot easier. Like my friend Matt, he's been helping me. He wrote a lot of the songs on here with me. Like we collaborated, and yeah, like that. I feel like we were just bouncing off of each other so much that it made the process so much better.
How do you balance like the personal versus like, you know, being able to bring people into that world, you know? Like sometimes I think I struggle personally the most with like being vulnerable with like the lyrics, because like they're just so vulnerable. Yeah. And so sharing it to like a bunch of people is like, oh, that's all right. I'm gonna keep this one to myself. Yeah. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm an open book like most of the times, and I like to be that way. And I also, the people that I work with, like the relationship always to me comes first. Like I want to build a relationship. I want to build a friendship and a connection with people. And at the end of the day, like that's like who I want to work with. Like everybody that I'm friends with are the people that I work with and I'll go hang out with, because I like the idea of having people and they work and like there's a transaction behind it, because like that's just how some people work. But for me, it's like I want to build a relationship, and I think that's the most important thing that going into this. So it is easier to be more vulnerable, because like the people working on all of my stuff, they're like really close friends, and like 9 times out of 10 they probably already know why I'm writing this, or like they know the story behind it, or they know what I'm going through at the time. So like it's easy for them to just like sit there and just like hear me out and like listen without like judging or making me feel like, oh, I don't know if I should put this out. So it's more comfortable. And that's just anything like with photo shoots and videos and songwriting, all of it. Like I just think building a relationship around it is so important. And a lot of people don't focus on that. A lot of people are just like, yeah, like, thank you so much. Here's like money. See ya. Like, and that's it. Like they just easy transaction, bye. And it's like, no, like I want to sit down. Like I want to have a conversation. Like let's hang out. Like let's get to know each other. Let's, you know, I always try to reach out to people when I can to keep that relationship, because
nurturing it.
Exactly. You have to. And it's so important, because at the end of the day, you have no idea where anybody's going to go. Like you have no clue. And I think every relationship is so valuable.
Coming back to that, would you say that that's why it's important to support your local scene?
100%.
Okay.
100%. Yes. Yes. Everybody watching, support your local scene, because you never know. You have no idea. And like, not that it's, you know, you should be friends with everybody because one day someone's going to be a millionaire and they'll take care of you. No. But like, you know, that would be nice. But it's, you should always put energy into like good people and people that you believe in the local scene, especially, because like at the end of the day, like this is where we're at. Like this is home. Like if we're not doing anything in the local scene, then like it's going to be much harder to do something somewhere else, you know,
can't
around
just
the
chase
world.
after the
No.
big stars and big dollars. You
Exactly.
have to support the people where you are.
Yeah, exactly. And like, you know, it's growing within and then growing out. And people think it's like staying here, but then growing here, growing here, growing here. And it's never going to really connect. Like you have to build your foundation big enough first.
Correct.
And then, you know, plant a seed here, plant a seed there, and then it'll eventually all connect. That's the way I look at it.
Correct.
But
I mean, that's kind of like Soundcheck's mission, right? Is like we don't care about the play count, you know?
Yeah.
Whether it's 1 play, 1 million, 1 billion,
right.
we don't care.
Yeah.
We care about the connection, the people, and them having that story to
Yeah.
tell, you know? And that's really like the root of it is
Yeah.
like,
That's why we created it.
yeah.
And that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't want it to just be these people that are selling out stadiums. We want it to be people like you who are trying and
Yeah.
are genuine and
Doing
want to make
it.
a difference.
Doing
Yeah.
it every
And thank
day in
you,
and day
yeah.
out, yeah.
Because that's who I want to surround myself with too. It's just so much better that way. And I think because you're able to see what I'm doing, I'm able to see what you guys are doing. And there's no like, not one person feels like bigger or better than the other
No.
person. It's like, you
Right.
know, it's an equal playing field and we're all doing it. We're all trying our best. So
We're all
it's
just
like,
people.
exactly.
Really.
Exactly. And there's a lot of people that I've met in this industry who are local and they think that they are to the moon and they look down on you and it's like, we're at the same spot. And like, you know, and that's just ego getting involved and they want nothing to do with, you know, with anybody who's not like Hollywood. It's like, you know.
Their
so-
loss.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not going to do anything fun like this.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't get to play pool at the photo shoot.
Right? So, you have a show on April 9th.
Yes.
What can we expect from a live Anthony Winters set?
Energetic. Energetic, because I love to jump off the stage, as you saw.
Yes.
So yeah.
In the crowd.
Expecting at any show, expecting to jump off the stage and do something crazy. Maybe equipment malfunction. 'Cause so I knock laptops off of DJ tables. I unplugged my mic at Underground Arts. I do it all.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah. So expect that, but just like, I don't know, expect to have fun. That's like every live show. I just want it to be fun and, you know, everybody to have a good time and enjoy live music. That's really, you know, and maybe gain a new fan, somebody who hasn't seen me before. Exactly. You know,
Yeah.
so
We
I
came out
think-
of that set and we were like, wow, he was really good.
that's awesome. Yeah, it was so nice to meet you guys like at the show.
She was texting me the moment you
Literally,
hit the stage.
the,
was like,
the group chat, I was like,
there's this
oh
new
my
person
God.
that we have to interview.
That's so awesome. That
group
makes me
chat
so
was
happy.
popping off. I was like, no, I need him on the cover. I was like, we need to get him in the magazine.
That's awesome. See, and just like that, you never know. You never know what's gonna happen or who's gonna come out to a show. So
Exactly.
that means a lot, seriously.
Where do you want to be in a year from now?
Taking over the world. I want to take over
What
the
does
world.
that look like?
I just want to be touring. I want to be on every stage that I can be on.
Mm-hmm.
I want to meet as many people as I can and write as much music as I can.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm working on an album now. We have a lot of shows lined up that I'm really looking forward to. So, you said a year, right?
Yep, 1 year.
1 year.
I don't know what date it is.
Yeah.
26th, March 26th.
Okay, yeah. So in a year,
Specifically 1 year from now.
in 1 year, I think I want to be able to be full-time, like making music, touring, and have a sustainable fan base where it's like I can just officially do this
Okay,
full
fun
time.
question. What would your fan base be called?
The blizzards.
Yeah, the blizzards. I like.
Winter, do you know?
I don't know. You guys have to come up with a name for me.
Oh,
I don't know. I thought the
I don't know. Blizzard. Yeah, blizzards.
Let's see. What other things are snow related?
I don't know. I have a
Like winter.
my
related?
Instagram channel is Winter Wonderland.
I like
Winter's
that.
Wonderland.
The winter
That's my
wonderlands.
yeah.
what was one thing you would wish you had told yourself when you were just starting out?
I don't know. Cause like I think going into it, I knew it was gonna be hard. Like I knew this was not gonna be easy. I don't know. I think something that I would have told myself was, when it gets hard, remember like why you do it, and remember like where you want to be with everything. Cause like there are some days that it's so difficult to continue this, and like, but I don't think I would do anything else besides this. Like I couldn't see myself really doing anything else besides this. And I think that like constant reminder, or like just being conscious of it, like just to remind yourself of like why you do this, and like where you see yourself being and how possible it is.
Just to keep going.
Yeah, like just to keep going, because it does. It gets really hard, and I think for how long I've done it, I've seen so many people just veer off and just like they're done. They don't have any desire to chase this anymore, and I think that's, you know, how possible it is versus how not possible people think it is, and they'll tell you that it's like so hard. It is. It's so much easier to quit anything that we do. It's so much easier to quit. But I think just that constant reminder of like just continue going.
What would you say to someone starting out, like a Philly, like someone in the Philly scene that's just starting out and wants to start?
In music or anything? In music.
Creative, really.
You know, college football or
Yeah. I think just know what you're getting into. Like, because at the end of the day, when I first started, I think I had a good understanding of like how difficult it would be, but also like I think just know what you're getting into. But once you know what you're getting into, if you believe it 110%, then like go all in and do it, and like don't look back, and do everything that you can do that makes you happy, and don't like listen to anybody else that's going to try to change you in any way. Because I think that's, to me, there's so many people obviously who've, you know, have been in and out of my life who are just like, you should try this, you should do this, and like take criticism, take like people's ideas, or like take, you know, inspiration and everything that you can from wherever you can, but with a grain of salt. Because there's going to be so many people who want to change you and try to like make you do this, but like just do whatever you're going to be happy with doing at the end of the day, and just go all in. Just know what you're getting into, and make sure you believe in yourself more than anybody else in the world, and then just go for it.
True.
Because it's so important.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to either be your own worst critic or your own best critic.
Yeah, right. Exactly. And if you're not aware of how hard it is, I've seen a lot of people get so stressed, and like just, it's a really bad ending for like so many people, just because they're, you know, the self-doubt, and then like feeling like you failed and all of that. It's like, you know, it's tough.
Definitely.
So, is there a guilty pleasure artist or genre that people will be surprised to know you listen to? That's not Justin Bieber.
A guilty pleasure. You know what I used to listen to? Are you guys familiar with like rock or like metal, I guess? Or
Yeah.
do you know Hollywood Undead?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I feel like I used to listen to them all the time growing up. And I still like dabble with like their old stuff. Hollywood Undead is definitely like the outlier. Like they don't even come close to anything that I'm listening to.
Yeah.
So they're probably my guilty pleasure for sure.
Maybe Hollywood Undead, maybe not. But is there any song by anyone that you wish you had written?
Oh, that's so good.
Don't worry, we have another question that is also going to make you think.
Damn.
It's like, let me get my iPod out real quick.
I know, this is so... Out of Time by The Weeknd. I love that song. There's a list. That's the first one that popped into my head. But yeah, Out of Time by The Weeknd is such a good song. I love that song.
So you said Justin Bieber was like your favorite artist. So if you were to open for any artist, dead or alive, who would it be? Would it be him?
Justin Bieber,
all right.
For sure.
Figured, but that
easily.
should have been
That's a no-brainer. Yeah.
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 So, music aside, who or what outside of the industry has shaped who you are as a person and artist the most?
Wow. You guys should kill me here. Who has shaped me the most?
It could be family. It could be.
An artist.
It could be multiple
It could be an
people.
animal.
Truly.
Can it be
That
multiple
shapes me.
people?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Obviously, I guess we have to give the flowers to my parents, both of them. Like, my dad is an extremely hard worker, and then like my mom is like she's just like for the people. She just loves everybody, and she like gets along with everybody. Everybody loves my mom. But then like having both of them, I see like my dad's work ethic is like just continuing to go, and like never stopping, and then just like loving everybody with like, and that's like where I get that from my mom. And then I think really like all my friends, like all of my friends, like I don't have one in particular, just all of them. I feel like growing up in high school was very different. Like I was friends with everybody, but like I didn't play any sports in high school. Like I wasn't in like the popular squad. Like I had like my 3 like really close friends that like we would hang out with all the time, and then that was it. Like I wasn't like going to parties and stuff like that. But then once I got out of high school, being able to build my own group of people in music was like, I've just been surrounded by so many people in my life that have just been amazing, and I really would not be where I'm at all without any of the people in my life. And my best friend Zach, I got to give it to him. He is when I started making music, like first song ever, and I was his best man in his wedding. He's gonna be the best man in mine whenever that day comes. But like he is someone who's always been there through the whole entire career from like day one. And so I just everybody in my life, I owe it to all of them and my parents.
Oh.
Yeah.
When you're going through something hard, is there any music that you run towards?
Yeah, I think anything, like I'm always listening to music. It's gotten to the point where it's even hard to listen to music sometimes when you're going through something, because I'm always looking to scratch the itch, and it is so hard sometimes to find that like perfect song. It's almost like that perfect song kind of just comes out of nowhere, and I'm like, like
Because you have to write it.
exactly. And yeah, it's been hard, like when you're really going through something, or like I'm like struggling one day, I'm like skip. I need this song. I need something to just like hit me. But oddly enough, Joshua Sloan, you guys know him?
Oh.
He's like alternative country
I've heard that
kind
name.
of. His stuff is like very slow, but oh my God, when I listened to his album, I was like, I'm like not sad, but now I am. I'm feeling every emotion that I felt from 2024 or 2025. But yeah, he's great. But yeah, I'm always looking for music when I'm going through something tough. And but I'm like more or less searching for the song to make it searching for the song that I could relate to, I guess. So
my last question is, when can we expect the album?
So I have it, I'm thinking November.
Ooh.
I think November.
Fall drop.
Yeah, I'm thinking November. I'm trying. We're on good. We're on good track to get it in that time. But I have something that we're working on in April, starting in April, that the EP isn't finished. So yeah, we have something that we're working on in April that is going to put a little bit of a hold on the album, but it's all for good reason.
Okay.
So
All right.
yeah, the EP though needed to happen because it's lining up something for the album, which I'm really excited for.
All right.
So we're working on something big for the EP.
All right. If you need Soundcheck to host an album party.
I mean, let's do it. You guys will be there. You guys will be there. Don't worry. But we'll figure something out for sure. I would love that.
We have done events too.
Really?
Yeah, we do events.
That would be amazing.
Like release parties for.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Well, let's do it. That would be yeah.
Plan to see this.
Yeah, we're
Look.
gonna, yeah. We're
All right,
let's
well.
start planning now. Yeah,
Been decided.
exactly.
All
Yeah.
in.
Sign the dotted line.
Well, before we let you go, anything you want to say to the viewers at home?
I love you guys. And yeah, listen to the EP, What We Can't Change, and I don't know. Stay tuned for more Anthony Winters coming.
In April.
Yeah, in April.
And November.
And November, yeah. Stay tuned for the album. But I really appreciate you guys
Yeah,
having
thank you
me.
for coming.
Absolutely.
Yeah, all you guys do for the community and everything like that, and like upcoming artists, trust me, it is amazing.
She knows I'm such an advocate over here.
Yeah.
Same.
She's been doing good in the Detroit local scene.
yeah.
too.
That's
Detroit,
awesome.
Like, loves it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
No, it's amazing. It's really, we need people like you guys because without either of us, like, I don't know, it would just be
Right.
nothing, you know? So
Yeah.
like, it really is amazing to see what you both are
Our
doing.
goal is
so.
to do something that hasn't been done before.
And you're
so-
going to.
Yeah.
It's on the way.
Thanks again.
Of course.
Really
Thank
appreciate
you.
you and your time.
Thanks so much.
here.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
I had the best time. Oh.
Yeah,
Yes.
I had so much fun.
You guys play pool.
Yeah, I got to play pool.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see the photos.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Stuck in the middle of the way you make me try. Giving it everything I got, but I can't lie.
I'm Anthony Winters, and you're watching Disney Channel. That's like
That was perfect.
not a.
Mouse.
Definitely not.
Take two. Now, where's the.
Yeah, we get the wand out.